What's up, Dragon Brood? We finally made it to Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, and now after building all those deck lists, we actually get to play some cool stuff. And we actually have the Selesnya Enchantments list that we've made some updates to that actually ends up being really powerful, really strong, doing tons of damage early in the game. And this is kind of sweet. We get to play with some cool new cards. So without further ado, let's go take a look at the Selesnya Enchantments aggro list. And before we get too deep, as always, I got to tell you, check out our friends over at UltraPro at shop.ultrapro.com. They support me so I can do giveaways and fun things with y'all, and they support several Magic content creators, so go show them some love if you got to get some protective gear for your nerd stuff. Now, the bulk of this list still looks the same as what we put up in the preview video, but we made a couple of changes, and that was mainly removing the Hallowed Haunting, moving in a couple of other cards, and changing the direction just slightly so we could do more damage more consistently, and I think we got there. So we're playing 4 Generous Visitor. Again, this is one of those ones that, like, if you don't get it on turn 1, it's fine. If you do, it's actually just great. It's bonus. But even without it, the deck actually functions fine, and this is okay to even play later in the game sometimes. Luminarch Aspirant, because, again, Luminarch Aspirant is Luminarch Aspirant, right? Getting a +1/+1 every turn is good. And we do have some cards that care about you having bonuses, or being modified, I guess, if you will, is the new term. So, love that. Michiko's Reign of Truth. This is one I think we were still on the fence on a little bit. But let me tell y'all, this card comes through multiple times. Like, this card allows you to do 5, 8, 9 damage sometimes on turn 3, which is great. So we love what this card does for us. And you get usually like a 3/3, 4/4, at the end of all that anyway. So love that, what this card does for the deck for sure. We ended up going to 4 Spirited Companion. I'm not sure if we necessarily want a full 4. Maybe we want another Michiko. So depending on how you feel about the deck, how it works out for you, feel free to make that change. However, I will say, this is really good in clutch situations to let you draw an extra card and maybe find another enchantment, and sometimes pumping up multiple things. It's another body that blocks stuff. Yeah, like, it's filling a few little gaps. The dog's working hard. That's all I'm saying. Alright, we have 3 Kami of Transience, and this is another spot that if you wanted to cut maybe one of the Spirited Companion, you want to play another Kami of Transience, I think that's fine. Cool part about this card is not only does it get bonuses every time you play an enchantment, it also has trample, and that's really good to not have to worry about blockers, especially when you get this to 6/6 or 7/7 pretty easily. Now, the downside is it can be caught by Blood Chief's Thirst, because it's only 2 mana, so, that's a thing, but, you got to have a downside to something. But the cool part is, though, if you chump block with something, you get the Kami of Transience back out of the graveyard and into your hand. So you get a way to keep cycling stuff, even if, say, the board gets swept or something else. So the card gets to kind of keep on trucking, which I like a lot. So you get a little more resistance against some of the problematic cards. Of course, we're playing Ranger class because it's an enchantment that makes a creature, and it lets us pump our things, and we get to play creatures off the top. And since we have a lot of creatures, that's a good thing. Jukai Naturalist. This makes all of our enchantments cheaper, but also the lifelink is not inconsequential, so we do like that a lot. Then a couple of Catilda. Dawnheart Martyr. Realistically, I think this list could sustain a third one, but for now we're just running with 2. We don't need it often, but we do like it the times we get it, and there are people still playing things, removing stuff from the graveyard or whatever, so sometimes this just isn't going to go off the way you want. We're playing a couple of Wedding Announcements, mostly for the +1/+1 bonus, but there's a lot of times that just being able to play another enchantment, triggering your stuff, attacking with multiple creatures gets you a card, and then lets you dig a little deeper or even set up for the late game in the event your opponent does have a problem, or have a card that's a problem for you. They might have a lot of problems, but, we're more worried about what they're presenting to us. And then Kodama of the West Tree. This is a card that I think I wanted it to be worse than it was. I know that sounds weird. Why put a card in your list if you want it to be worse? I think it's more about, like, I felt like I was overvaluing it. And it turns out I'm not sure I was. But I think the thing about this card is you want it in certain kinds of lists. You don't necessarily want it in every list where you can play green and happen to be playing creatures. At least not yet. But so far, in this list, it stands to do a lot of work. Like, it's getting to give stuff trample, which is huge because we have several things that put +1/+1s on stuff. And because we're playing the next card, Felidar Retreat, every time you hit something, you end up getting another land, which triggers the Felidar Retreat, which puts +1/+1s on stuff, or allows you to go wider and make more 2/2s. So there's a lot of things that once you kind of get these pieces going, this is its own little Voltron of sorts, doing lots of fun stuff. So I'm really all about it. Now, the lands, we didn't really change too much. We're playing 2 Iganjo, Seat of the Empire, 6 Plains, 2 Bisheju, Who Endures, 3 Forest, 2 Lair of the Hydra, 4 Branch Off Pathway, 4 Overgrown Farmland. Now, we do want a fair amount of basics because we want to be able to fetch stuff whenever we're hitting with Kodama, but we do really kind of lean on sometimes this Iganjo and the Bisheju because we don't have that many ways to interact with the opponent, really. It's kind of it. You know, we're going for the throat or we're not getting there. And that's okay. It's all in a gamble. But we'll talk about how we felt about this against the format, at least here in the early stages after we play the game. So be sure to check out the end of the video. We'll talk about what we saw, what we played against. But yeah, we'll have a card spotlight for you on the other side too. So see you on the other side. Oh boy. All right, let's keep it and see what happens. I'm up for this experiment. Let's see what happens. I mean, we're just going to play the Naturalist, hope it lives, and then just see what happens after that. That's all this hand is. It's like Naturalist and hope we hit things. Or we just have an opponent that's not there. I see somebody else did get the Mastery Pass, though, because they've got their little... Oh, whoa, that's creepy. Oh, that's so weird. Like, you click on it, and then it does a little, like, crystallization thing, and then it goes after and eats, like, little 8-bit chips for food. It's kind of cool. This is actually one of the more neat pets they've made, honestly. This thing's pretty awesome. That's cool. That is so neat. I'm so mesmerized by this little, like, dumb koi fish or whatever, but it's really neat. My opponent mulliganed, so we know they're alive. There we go. Now we get to play Magic. Okay. So we're playing against that. Okay. Man, I was hoping to play against people playing, like, new cards and stuff today, but we're really just not seeing that. It's very disappointing. Alright, I'm assuming this is going to be an aspirant, because it's always an aspirant. Though, who knows? They could want to get rid of our Naturalist, and it could just be a portable hole. Which would be totally reasonable. Nope, it's a Paladin class and nothing. They didn't even want to... You should have attacked, because there ain't no way I'm trading this. Like, for real, for real. I am definitely not making that trade in a million years. But this worked out very well, even if they would have attacked, because we get to double down on these things. Check this turn out. Man, this is getting in there for 9 on turn 3. That's huge. Yeah, opponent, keeping that one-lander was not the answer. Ooh, they just took a whole 9 ball there. All right. Well, fair enough. Yep, that'll do it. I don't ever know how to answer that, because I feel like it's either like thumbs up, thumbs down. I just give it a thumbs up. It has to be pretty bad for me to give it a thumbs down. It would have to be real bad. All right. Jimbo Balula is our opponent. By the way, this board, I just can't get over this. Like, the fact that, like, you can click it and it does a little, like, matrix tree thing, it's so good. So good. All right. So let's play this on white. And then I'm kind of thinking, like, we're either going to play this or this next turn. So let's go ahead and play the Kami of Transience, so we can at least get it in play and see if it's any good. I mean, it does start out as a 2/2, which is nice, because a lot of the creatures that grow tend to be, like, 2-mana 1/1s. So I do like the fact that it's at least a reasonable body on its own on turn 2. All right, Sculptor winners. We're up against some mono green something or other. That doesn't make us real happy. Trying to figure out what the best solution is here. Because no matter what, I can't get this bigger than a 3. I mean, than a 4. Because I can put one counter on it from when we cast, and then it'll get one of its own. I'm just concerned if they play something and then a fight spell, it kind of sucks here, but... yeah, no, what are we going to do? I mean, if they have it, they have it. Just congratulations to you, opponent. I could have attacked with both and drew a card, but we'd just lose the visitor. Unless I wanted to split it up and make it like a 2-2 and a 3-3. But that's not really what we were aiming for there. I mean, there's a good chance they're just going to play a troll here and then fight our Kami, unfortunately. That is a very likely scenario. Yep. And dead Kami. Oh, it's not? Oh, game on now. Oh, man. Oh, man. We can do some things. We can do some things. Oh, my gosh. Well. Whew, boy. Wasn't planning on this turn being a thing like this, truthfully. I'm a little surprised. All right, well, this Kami of Transience is about to get real big real fast. This is about to be a real problem for the opponent. All right, another land. Perfect for next turn, actually. That works out great. We'll go ahead and slowly juice up this token. So if the token dies, we don't really care. All right. I could have made this bigger than a 6-6, so I guess I should have been. That was a little bit of a mistake. I should have put the counter here and make it a 7-7. So no attacks. Kind of a wasted turn, unfortunately. But next turn, we're all good. We're going to play this, put counters, make everything bigger, and just go ham if we can. All right, there's a Chariot. Lots of blockers. That's important. If you attack, I promise I'll block, opponent. Ooh. Well, that's a thing now, isn't it? Well, I thought I knew what I was going to do here. So if we play this, this gets to be an 8, potentially. Then we play a land, making it a 9. So they could still block with Chariot, Troll, and kill it. Not sure how I feel about that. I could also... that's fine. If they trade everything for that, then I guess we just let it trade, right? At some point. Because, I mean, it's... whether it's a 7-7 or an 8-8, we're only going to get to eat the same things. So, whatever. What do we do here? We attack... what's the best thing they could do? They could block of 2 of our little dudes and then take a bunch of damage. Like, I guess we're kind of okay with that. I guess we don't attack with the Generous... it feels dumb not to attack with the Generous Visitor at this point, though, right? Why does this feel so wrong? Okay. This is probably a bad attack. I'm pretty sure it's a bad attack. But if they really want the Kami dead, there's a chance here to be able to attack or double block. And that's fine. But then they're still taking a good amount of damage. They take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they'd still have to chump something with the Sculptor if they did that. Interesting. All right. This is all we're doing? Huh. All right. Cool. I mean, I guess this is okay. That went better than I anticipated. All right. Fair enough. Unnatural growth. That doesn't get us dead. We're at 20 still. If they tap a creature, they die. Okay. I mean, yeah, I was going to say, I think the opponent knows this is over. Yep. All right, cool. Oh, boy. I'm going to keep this and really hope we draw an untapped green source. Not quite. All right, well, that didn't work out too well. Ascendant Spirit, okay. Oh no, we don't want all of these. This is not good. A whole bunch of Jukai Naturalists is not great. They don't even get a benefit from each other. It's pretty sad. And we only have one green source right now, too. That's not doing us any favors. Alright, well, I didn't want my Naturalist anyway, opponent. I'm lying. I really wanted it, actually. Alright, well, we'll just play this. What are we doing here? Like, do we want to play this? I mean, if we do this, we get this cheap and get... Yeah, we got to do this. We got to do this. Because if we don't draw a land, it makes next turn just much better. Being able to play multiple creatures, or multiple cards. Though we could play another Naturalist in this, because this would become 1 mana. That's kind of cool, too. Allow me to reach Enlightenment? I'm not going to fall for that trick and block. Who do you think I am? Illuminator, and you get to remove nothing from graveyards. And then the top card of your library, each turn you may cast a spell from the top of your library if it shares a type. Okay. Well, we did draw a land, so that kind of makes my last play a little bit silly. Though now we can play Naturalist, Wedding Announcement, and Ranger class? Or do we play this? And, man, there's choices here, huh? Mostly because if we're going to play Kodama afterwards, that opens up the door for some more trampling damage and whatnot. So if we play this, we get access to this and can still... Okay, so we can do that anyway. Yeah, let's do that. I think that's better. Let's do this. We'll go ahead and play a Wedding Announcement. I'll put one of the counters here just because, so we can attack. And then we'll do this. And then we'll put a counter here, I guess. Assuming that this will be the opponent's target at some point. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. That was a good turn. That opens up the doors for some things. Though the opponent, because of the style of deck, they probably have bounce spells, they probably have counters. So there's a lot of things that can still happen here. Still nothing in the graveyard to juice up that Cemetery Illuminator. Well, the opponent said, F it. Come get it, son. Alright, well, I'm going to force you to spend your mana. You have to spend 2? You have to spend... Yeah. Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna... Wait, this turns it into a 2-3. Alright, I'm game. I mean, if you pump and bounce a thing or whatever, so be it. I'm fine. I'm willing to accept that. Really? You killed the 1-1 instead of the 2-2? Alright, they definitely didn't want to pump there for some reason. Borrowed Time is going to go after the Naturalist. Okay, sure. We're just going to put all of our Naturalists under there. So be it. We could do both of these, which would not be bad. I think we do. Oh, we can't. This is Legendary. That'd be dumb. Though, I guess we could get a mana first, then play this. And that would work. It doesn't really work that way. Old Legend rule actually let us do that. I guess if we're going to do that, then let's just go ahead and play this. And then just say, you know what? Deal with it. And we're going to go get more land. And in the turn. And we get a card. Oh, there we go. Now we got the thing. Felidar Retreat and Kodama. That's some good stuff. Now we're talking about doing some things for real. Faithbound Judge. That's cute. All right. Choices. Choices, choices, choices. Let's play this. Put a counter on you. We'll play this on whites, I guess. I guess it doesn't really matter. We will put a counter on everybody. We will pump this. And then we could either make this a 6 and they can block 1 or whatever, right? Or we can just attack with this and make it a 4 and then they just trade off for the Faithbound Judge, which we would not be upset by. And we get another 1/1. Opponent's at 13. I guess this is the play here. I mean, because I don't want to go too hard, because they might also be playing sweepers in this weird-ass build, so who knows what's going on. Alright, now our creatures are bigger. Another Faithbound Judge. Alright, fair enough, opponent. Fair enough. Alrighty, there's some options here. Play this. Counter here. Play this. Counter here. We'll pump this one. I still kind of want to hold this because, I don't know, I'm scared. No real reason other than that. Since we can go ahead and attack with the 2 biggest things, I think that's mostly safe. We just put both counters on the Generous Visitor. And if they just want to chump block our 2/2, whatever. Yeah, this seems safe. If it's not, I'm willing to accept the consequences. I mean, either way, we're getting at least 1 land. We should be getting 2 lands here, unless they have a bounce spell. And then the lands coming into play, we either pump our team or make 2/2s. Alright, opponent goes to 3. We get to go find lands, so I'm going to put this into play. I mean, I guess we just... Does it matter what we do here? I mean, I guess I'll make a 2/2 just because. I mean, like, it doesn't really matter. And then we have this, I guess, so we can shoot down one of the opponent's blockers. Maybe that would have been better last turn. Well, no, because our creatures would have been smaller too, I guess. No, that would have won. Nah, yeah. They would have just blocked differently, though, I guess. Well, I mean, the opponent could still have a sweeper here. Like, okay, that's not going to get it. I mean, we have a whole team full of tramplers, plus we have a land in hand. But we could also just remove a blocker as well, with an uncounterable channel ability, by the way. So yeah, this might just be it. Yeah, them Faithbound Judges ain't getting nothing done here. Like, even without doing anything else, they can't stop our team, because everything tramples. Go, Kodama, dude. You awesome. Yep, just put some big counters on things. And there's everything. And then when they block, we can just shoot down whatever they block with. Okay, they're not blocking. Ooh, boy. Yeah, that was a lot of cards working together there. We get to go first with this one, but you know what? I'm going to gamble. I'm going to keep it. I was going to throw it back, but I was like, you know what? Let's gamble here. Let's just be greedy and keep our cards. Well, we have another slow opponent today. Not much we can do about it. Okay, there we go. This opponent wasn't as slow as our last opponents. Just playing against somebody that just goes by _frog. Alright. Okay, well, we got to draw land one way or the other next turn, or we're doing a whole lot of nothing here. Come on, deck. Big money, no whammies. Help us out. Hey, D-Burn. Hey, well, thank you for stopping by. But I put a lot of weird decks on our YouTube channel, so if you're looking for something different to play in Standard, check us out. We have lots of cool stuff up. Alright, this isn't the way we were hoping to go, but, you know, it'll have to do, I guess. I mean, Catilda for 1 is not the best play we're hoping for. Let me tell you. Okay. We really need something. I don't know what, but we need something. Oh, no. Was not expecting that. Oh, well. Catilda... Actually, our aspirants probably did 3 different ways here, honestly. Yep, that's what I would kill. I would do the exact same thing if I was in the opponent's shoes. Alright, well, we missed. I got greedy and got punished. I'm getting exactly what I deserve here. Hey, Victoria, how's it going? Was in the CBG stream, did not know you were streaming, or would have been over here sooner. Oh, no. I was streaming earlier, then I had an internet issue, and then I hopped back on. I'll be on Facebook Gaming this afternoon for a couple hours after this, and then I will be streaming 9 p.m. to midnight over on Twitch as well. My laptop be screaming fast when it first came, and I hate the scream. Spamming Ergo. Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I don't know how we're going to come back from this. Like, missing drops there and not having any green mana, like, this is not going to go well. This is very, very bad in a lot of ways. And I can't imagine our Catilda's just going to get to chill out here. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I knew the gamble wasn't going to work out. But sometimes I do it just for the content, right? Like, it's not a measure of if the deck's good or bad. Like, it's just, let's do something different. And let's just see if we can get lucky and draw out of it. Because sometimes it makes for exciting viewing. Other times you get games like this. And I'm okay with that. Like, the trick is, I'm not playing any of these games just to win. Like, that's, I mean, I know people hate that. And everybody should be playing to win all the time. But, like, sometimes it's just like, yeah, let's do something entertaining. I mean, this just means Catilda's going to die, right? I mean, let's be honest. That's all this means. Opponent, just kill our creature so we can scoop. Thank you. Like, geez. I probably could still come back from that, but we don't deserve to. Yeah, we gotta keep this. This isn't bad enough to throw away. Well... Okay, any chance that this little visitor lives? Oh, wait, it might. It might. Hold on. Hold on to your butts. Do we put this Kami of Transience at risk here? Actually, let's go ahead and do this. At least we get a +1 on the visitor, right? Oh, they don't have a response here. What? Oh, no, we could have got away playing the Kami. What is the opponent? This must be like a werewolf deck or something, right? And they just had a bunch of... Okay, that makes sense. I was like, they had a bunch of 3 and 4 mana stuff in hand. All right, I can jive with that now. I was a little confused for a second. Now I got it. Okay, well... If we're going to do this, how do we want this to rock and roll here? Let's play... I think we play this and then play the Kami and this next turn. I'm just trying to figure out, like, the damage over the first... yeah, that's probably right. Okay. Not really what I was aiming for, but this will have to do. I think we keep this little dog back to block something, because they're probably just going to play, like, Tovolar here. And I don't know if I want to give up a card or not. We probably do. But I don't mind this, because we can go transients into Ranger class, and then we can play Felidar Retreat and pump our team. And we get a lot of bonuses there. We'll get 1 on the transients, 1 from the visitor, plus 1 for everybody from the Felidar Retreat. And if that's not good enough, we just lose. We just lose. I mean, that's just one of those things. We'll just take the hit. All right, opponent. How you feel about this? Oh, his time finally came. A Blizzard Brawl. I was not expecting. I guess I should have, though, with all the snowlands. Do we want to do that? I'll take 4. Whatever. I'm brave. Let's do it. We're winning this race, right? That's what I'm going to tell myself. We're winning the race, right? Yeah. All right. This was our plan from the get-go, so we kind of got to stick with this. Unfortunately, we're not getting the extra bonus I thought I was going to get on this turn, which is a little bit sad. We will attack with these 2. That does draw a card. I'm not sure how badly we need the card, but I was thinking I might want the token more, but we'll see. Next turn doesn't look bad, though. And remember, when you get the +1/+1, you also gain Vigilance, which is a big deal. Oh, they're only attacking with that? That's cool. We will block that, then. No cards for you here, opponent. Especially since... Oh, hold up. No, not quite. We can't really do that. All right. Still on the same plan here, then. And then we will play this. Give everything old +1. And then we will... Oh, I didn't need to attack with everything. I could have attacked with just the Kami. Oh, well, that was silly. Oh, well, we get 7 damage in. Opponent goes to 6. We get to make another Deuter. That's fine. Oh, we didn't. We got a card. We have a 6/6. Man, we're fine. We're fine. I'm going to tell myself we're fine and convince myself it's true. Give it the Kurt Angle. It's true. It's damn true. I mean, they could have a fight spell, some other things here too, so, you know, I'm not going to write anything off just yet. Got an Abzan version of this deck? I could see that being a thing. My Abzan Enchantments deck is more controlling than this one. Alright, opponent gave up. This is one of those ones that, like, if the Aspirant lives, this has a lot of potential. If the Aspirant dies, this feels like it's going to stall a bit. Now, the cool part is if the Aspirant lives, then the next turn we get to play Kodama the West Tree, and this possibly gets to attack as a 3/3 with Trample, which means we get another land, and then we'd be able to play Ranger class and do something else on the next turn, potentially, which could be pretty sweet. It's not going to live, though. Yep, she did. Alright, well, we kind of knew that was an option, so can't be shocked by that. Don't want to run Kodama out there, because I think it would just be running into another kill spell. So no point to really just give it up for no value. Well, now that we have another one, I would at least consider it. Though triple Ranger class is a little bit silly. Alright, let's see if the opponent wants to kill our... Oh, okay, sure. Feel free. I don't know why I'm always surprised when I see Siphon Insight. I feel like it just doesn't do enough in a lot of cases, I guess. And I think it's mostly because, like, you're getting cards that don't necessarily work with what your deck does. So you're kind of just hoping, like, your opponent has a good threat or something that you can steal. But if not, you get situations like this where, I guess unless they have more Blood Chief's Thirst or something, this may not be great for them. Ooh, I was wondering what I was going to do if I drew a land. Alright, well, let's try and see if they have another kill spell or something. No? No? Oh, alright. Cool, I'll take it, I guess. We'll split these up. And we get some more land. Deal. I'm in. Go Gadget Kodama. Path of Peril. All right. Well, Kodama still got work to do, so, you know, that's a thing. We have 8 mana on board? This is stupid. All right, well, we'll go ahead and go to 4 on one of these. Well, that doesn't help us, does it? And then we'll level the other one up, too, I guess. And then we'll attack with a big old Kodama, getting all the bonuses. All right, bonus at 4. This is dumb. This is ridiculous. I almost don't have any lands to go get. I mean, they can still sweep the board. Oh, that's it. You know what? We're going to keep it. We're going to keep it. I think that we get punished. I think we get punished for not drawing a green source, probably. But, you know, sometimes you risk it for the biscuit. Nah, opponent didn't tap their mana. Gosh dang it. There's no way we're going to get that to live. All right, let's go with this. It probably doesn't survive, but we'll see what happens. Yep. We were going to lose either one of these, so I just had to gamble. I decided I wanted to keep the aspirant. All right. Let's see how we want this to go. I'm going to assume that we're probably just going to play Luminarch Aspirant here. She'll die. And then we'll go ahead and try the Kami plus Machiko, I think, is the game plan here. After we've exhausted a fair amount of the opponent's stuff, you know, we're just going to hope for the best. All right, that works for us. We knew that was a thing. It's just what comes after that. All right, cool. So we're doing the vampire thing. Got it. Okay, we did find mana. We did also find a way to kill their creature with the Aggro in hand, so that's something to consider. Now, I have no idea if this Kami's going to live. I'm hoping, but there's a chance they also are playing super heavy removal, and then it does nothing for us. I'm not blocking. Feel free to go find a card. Like, I considered leaving mana up just to kill that, but I figured, what's the real gain there? All right, they got more mana, which doesn't surprise us. And this Kami's probably just going to get an Infernal Grasp or something. Nope, it's even easier than that. They got a blood. Oh, no. That's sad. That's very sad. All right. Well, I guess we're just going to use the Aggro then. Deal 4 damage target attacking or blocking creature. It's the only real option here. All right. Now, with our luck, they probably just have another one. But what are we going to do about it, you know? Yep, that's what I thought. That's what I'm saying, but what were we going to do? We had nothing there. All right, we did find another enchantment, which is nice. That helps out a little bit. Does get us a blocker. I guess we go ahead with this, because if they kill Catilda, we can at least play it out of the yard. I will block with the 2/2 here. No point giving the opponent free cards if we don't have to. And then they just get to choose what they want to kill here. Oh no, Bloodline Purveyor. That is a real problem. That is a, like, not insignificant, real situation of a problem. Boy. What do we want to do here? We're definitely going to play this. Hopefully we draw into something excellent. It's not bad. It's not great. I don't think it's bad enough that I want to get rid of it with this blood token. Just trying to think what next turn looks like. Because we're going to take, if we play this, we take 7 next turn. Because we're not blocking with Catilda. That's a non-negotiable situation. All right, let's go for it. Only because we have a chance to gain life with our... Oh, this is a spirit. I totally forgot. So this is a 5. Okay, well, that's good to keep in mind. All right. Hopefully we exhausted their kill spells, but maybe we didn't. We'll find out. But if they don't attack, that's basically going to mean that they don't like our Catilda, right? Enrica, that's annoying. Could make us sacrifice something. Nope, they just took a damage and drew a card. But now we're playing the... I have life linkers. I have life linkers. We're doing that silly game now. This has menace. Well, you know what? I'm game. F it. Why not? Actually, well, no, if we block, because this has trample anyway. Sure. I mean... Alright, that's fine. That doesn't really change enough for us. Like, I'm okay with that. We'll take action, put that back in our hand, because an enchantment went to the yard. Those do not help us quite enough, though. That is a real problem. However, we can attack for quite a bit here and gain 3 back. We could pump this, could play this. But then they would get another blood token for us. They'd be attacking for 8. This on the backside is a 3, so that's 11. But then they get to gain 3. Man, there's a lot of things happening here. Just debating if I want to put the counter on the Catilda or not here is what I'm trying to figure out. Because I'm trying to decide what I want to do next turn and if I want to, like, get rid of this to the blood tokens. And I think I might. So let's go with this. And this doesn't have death touch or anything till it's on the backside, so sure. I think I'm okay with that. It's a little bit of a risk, but I'm willing to accept that. And then I think we just play this. And then I'm just going to probably cycle this Generous Visitor. Matter of fact, I'm just going to do it now in case there's a land. We can at least play it. Actually, I don't even know if I'll play the land, honestly. I might hold it. Oh, okay. That could be good next turn, because that's basically a +2/+2 on the board. Actually, +3, because they all care about an enchantment. Okay, hold up. This could be a real thing. I mean, they might just want to attack for 7 and sit back and kill our Catilda next turn. I don't know. They could attack with their lands here, too, and hit us for a big turn. And they would gain 3. So there's a lot of options here on both sides. Well, no, I don't want to block with Catilda here. I just want to attack through. Because with protection from vampires, like, they just can't block. Like, I'm fine taking damage here. Because I can hit for more than they can trade for in most cases. All right, opponent's going for it. Now it's a matter of what is that card in their hand. Because if we can get another enchantment, we have lethal even with them hitting us here. Unless that's a kill card, which it might be. Okay, well, that makes a difference. That makes a difference. That does not help us, however. So let's go ahead and play this. That's not good. That's not good. All right, we're at 5. What can we do here? Opponent can block the 6/6 and currently take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I kind of have to just look for another enchantment then. All right. Let's go ahead and cycle away this land. Since it comes into play tapped anyway. That's one to find. There you go. That'll do. That'll do. Love to see it. You love to see it. All right. All right. We get to go first with this one. We will keep it. And we will just... What do I want to play first? Let's just put this first. Sometimes I'm trying to decide if it's better to play these earlier. Just hold them where you can maybe do something with them later, you know. Let's go ahead and play this. That leaves us open to be able to cast both of these next turn, which is pretty sweet. Twin Blade, guys. That's not something you see every day. I was thinking I wanted to do some things differently, but I think I'm just going to do this. And just be more mana efficient here. And get in for 5. That's a big hit there. Yep, we're just coming with it. All right. Yeah, sometimes it's not even about playing better or worse. Sometimes it's about just being patient, you know? Like that last game was just, don't panic. You're going to lose these other couple of creatures, but can we come back? You know, let's make a plan for those next couple turns, and you kind of work your way through it. All right, so opponent's going to get to attack us with a double striker. We take 4. All right, I see what you're doing, opponent. I got you. Guess it would have been nice to have some action for that Beseiju. Sure. I mean, we're going to Felidar retreat and not love ourselves, but hopefully it does something awesome next turn. Like, we're just going to hope. But I like what you're doing. Double striking, adding some counters. Like, I see what's up over here. This is kind of cool. I don't hate it. Problem is now, though, that's going to get to be a 3-3, then a 4-4, and it's going to get a little bit out of hand here. So this was kind of like our last real chance to deal with that, unless we get Naiganjo over the next 2 turns. All right, we'll jump block with this one. Why not? That is not Naiganjo, but it does allow us to pump our team, and we don't hate that. So that's a good thing. We can play this. We can play this, give everything +1. Play this, get another card. Which is the 3rd Kodama. No, that's not what we wanted to see. No attacks. Gosh dang it. That sucked. That was totally not what we wanted. Almost any other card I would have rather seen than that. I did make a couple of changes to the Selesnya list. That's what we're playing right now. This will be up on YouTube tomorrow. Oh my gosh. The good news is, though, we now have a 7/7, a 5/5. Like, we have some things. We could throw, like, the 2 tokens and the companion in front of the Geist if we want to. So, like, we're getting to where we can turn it around, and we're about to start having trample on the next turn. So that's pretty good, too. And the opponent's only at 10. So, like, this is a lot of power they have to find a way to kill. That will not kill us. All right, they found more land. Man, this situation's good, though, because a land is good, a big chunk of our enchantments are good. Oh, you're going to get rid of Kodama here, huh? Yeah, I would. That's the one I would go for. Because everything having trample is the bad part here for the opponent. We've seen Borrowed Time a few times today, though. Yeah, all right. Well, I guess this is where we're at. This is just who we are. Are we just attacking with just a 7/7? Is that really all that's happening here? That feels kind of lame-o, but I guess it is what it is. I mean, if opponent goes to 7, they can attack with this for 8, effectively. We could block with 1, 2. I mean, we just can put the house in front of it. I mean, if we attack with everything, though, what do? You block one of these so it lives. You block this to kill that. Then you take 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? I mean, I guess we attack with this because we don't really need it anymore. Yeah, I guess those are 2 safe attacks. All right, sure. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Because we get to trade, and we get lands, and then we just get to pump the team again, so sure. +1. And we +1. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. We'll see if we can make this work. What is this, a digital raccoon? All right. Let's see what we can do with this. Our hand's not great because, you know, next turn everything costs 2. But feels like we can still do some things here. Why am I scared? Why do I want to do this first? In case they have, like, I don't know, the thing that gets rid of all stuff that costs 2 or less. Sort of feel like that's what I'm worried about here. Could be overthinking it. It may be nothing, but still. Well, now that feels like a Doomscar. Don't really like that either. But if that is what it is, then let's do the safe thing here. And just get our damage where we can. I mean, putting the opponent to 8 on turn 4, I'm okay with that if we lose our creatures here. Yep, I'm accepting of that scenario. Like, totally okay. Like, we knew what we were getting ourselves into. And then we go ahead and roll this out. And then I guess unless they play, like, I don't know, the Celestis, we're probably not going to get to use this. So sure. I'm just going to juice one of these big in the event that maybe they have a Meat Hook Masker. Well, they found a land anyway. I was thinking maybe if they can only Meat Hook for 2, we could protect one of them, but wasn't a thing. I'm going to kill the other one too. I would completely understand. Oh, they did have a Celestis. Look at that. I would have been able to kill it. Go figure. Alright, let's play this. Alright, opponent goes to 5. I'm just thinking, that's 2, 4, 5, 6. If you have something like, I don't know, Hullbreaker, you can block this next turn and take 3, 4, 5, 6 anyway. But, could you make them all 3s? Just debating if I want to risk playing this or not. I think we're just going to end the turn. Well, no, never mind. We're just going to do this and level this. Why not? No need to overthink things. Jujin. Alright, looks like we win. I'll take it. Actually, this works too. Actually, this is a bunch of ways we can win. Alright, fair enough. They could still have a bounce spell here, though. Let's be honest. We'll spread the love, I guess. Like we were planning to originally. And we'll just attack with all of them. Put a counter here. Put a counter here. Woo! All right. Getting there. So, you know, I have to admit, after we made our changes to the list from our original one, like, we really just went on a tear with this thing. Like, it was kind of surprising, to be honest. But what I liked about it, like I said in the opener, is that, like, I really like seeing these kind of Voltron pieces come together, and various combinations of cards hitting the table together both did great things and basic things, but no matter what, everything kind of worked together, and that's what we wanted. You know, when you play the games and you build new lists and you get to see the new cards actually do what you want them to do, that's actually pretty exciting. So I was really happy about that. We held up great against the creature decks, and the only thing I would say is if we end up playing against a lot of sweepers, we may need to put in a couple of enchantments to give us a little bit of extra resistance, whether that's creating a creature whenever our creatures die or something of that nature. So we'll have to keep an eye on the format and see how it develops. But so far, this actually had a little bit of game against everything and was fairly resilient, and that's really the best you can hope for right now. And it even was able to hit a bit harder than the mono white aggro decks, and that's saying something. So yeah, if you're looking for something different to check out, give this one a look. I think it only had, outside of your lands, maybe like 6 new rares or mythics. So that's actually pretty cool. Worth taking a look at. Now, for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Glare of Subdual. And this is actually a pretty cool card in the sense that you can just get ahead on your opponent using your junk creatures to keep their big creatures out of the way so you can just keep attacking. Right? This is actually a pretty powerful card that really only got a little bit of shine even when it was standard legal way back when. It's been reprinted 3 times, I think, since then, maybe twice, and really doesn't get a lot of play. Unfortunately, I think for a lot of formats it ends up being a little slow. However, if you have something in Commander where you get to make tokens or whatnot, or turn stuff into creatures, this could actually be pretty cool, because then you can tap everything down, get your attacks through, and not necessarily have to worry about losing anything. Or your little puds can now go to toe-to-toe, sort of, at least keeping them locked down on the other bigger creatures. So, cool card to look at if you're playing some green and white. Now, don't forget, like always, today's deck list will be down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming page, our Twitch streams, and our Discord. So if you want to come by on any of those and catch us streaming any of the new decks, well, come on, say hi, and then maybe you can be part of the live stuff, ask questions, and get to decide what we're going to feature next on the channel. Speaking of which, if you haven't, please consider joining the channel. For as little as 99 cents, you can support me here and have a say-so on things that go on when I send out polls and other things. But, you know, I have some different levels with different offerings, so check those out. And then finally, if you haven't, please remember to like this video, because we put out so much content and it means a lot and it really helps us be seen. So like the video, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Remember to choose all notifications so you get notified every time I have a video up. And share it with people who might be interested or looking for something new to play, because your shares are super important to getting us out there. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.